Hi, I'm Brenda Quintana, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little origami Easter basket. Just a quick little warning before we begin. These baskets are so much fun to make that they're highly addictive, so please proceed with caution or make sure that you have a good supply of designer series paper on hand before watching. The supplies that you'll need for this paper are some designer series paper. I'm going to be using the In Color paper stack from Stampin' Up. Cardstock is not suitable for this project because it is just too thick. You will need some ribbon to match your designer series paper. I'm using the In Color Poly Stitch ribbon. You will need a paper piercer and some brads. I will be using the silver brads, and you will need a light dry runner adhesive. Okay, let's get started. You can make these baskets in any size that you have designer series paper for. I have cut this piece into a 6x6 square. Just make sure any piece that you use is a square. We're going to start off by folding this piece in half on the diagonal. But before we start, I want to make sure that the polka dot design will end up on the outside of my basket. So I'm going to fold that design to the inside. So let's go ahead and fold this in half on the diagonal. I am not going to use a bone folder here because it puts a lot of pressure on the cardstock, and since we're going to be folding a lot of spots on the same point, it can break up the cardstock a little bit too much. Now we're going to open this up and we're going to turn it and we're going to fold it on the diagonal again, going the other direction. Open it up again, then we're going to flip it over, and now we're going to fold along the long side here. We're going to fold it in half again. Make sure you got it right in half. Okay, open it up again and turn it, and now we're going to fold it one more time on the long side here. Shouldn't say long side, they're squares, they're both the same size, but we're going to fold it along the straightaway instead of the diagonal. Okay, this time we're going to keep it closed and folded, and the folded edge right now is towards me, okay? And we're going to pick it up, and this is probably the hardest part of the whole project. I'm going to bring my folds together here. We're going to be forming a four-sided diamond, okay? And now I'm going to flatten it out. I'm going to take two of the diamond sides on this side and two on the other side. I'm going to bring them together and make them flat. Now I'm going to look for the open end. Here it is. It's right here towards me. I actually want it to face away from me. Okay, so now I have the open side away from me. Then I'm going to take this first little piece and I'm going to fold it down in half, okay, point to point. I'm going to smooth it out with my finger, and then I'm going to take this point here and I'm going to fold it towards the midpoint, smooth this out with my finger, and then I'm going to fold once more to the midpoint, smooth it out with my finger. Now I'm going to flip over my cardstock, make sure you still have the open side away from you. And then I'm going to take this point and fold it down in half. Okay, smooth out the fold. Take the point you just folded down and bring it to the midpoint and smooth the fold down. Now take the same piece you just folded down and fold it up one more time and smooth it out. Now we're going to pretend like we're turning the pages of a book. We're going to move forward in the book, open up, we've got a diamond again. We're going to take this side of the diamond, we're going to fold it to the midpoint and smooth it out with your fingers. Take the other side and fold it also to the midpoint, okay? Now we're going to turn pages backwards in a book. So I'm going to turn back one page, keep these 2 points down, and we're going to turn back one more page. Okay, we've got that diamond again, and then I'm going to take this side and I'm going to bring it in to the midpoint and fold it down, and then I'm going to take this side over here and also bring it to the midpoint and fold it down. Now we're going to turn the pages of the book again once forward. You'll find you're on the page that you have this little piece that looks a little bit like a folded rim. I'm going to pick that up. I'm also going to pick up the one on the opposite side of it, okay? Not the side with the little triangles, but the ones that have the little rims here, both rims. And I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to kind of start pulling it apart, okay, with my fingers. And I'm going to start pushing these sides out, my fingers. If this triangle start to want to come apart, just push them back in. Just kind of push these out gently with your fingers, and you're kind of flattening out the point. That's the bottom. Okay. All right. And now we've got these two kind of flappy sides. For the moment, we're going to fold them outwards. Fold them outwards like this. Okay. Right. Now we're just going to put a little bit of adhesive on here. Take your dry runner adhesive and just run 1 or 2 lines of adhesive on that flap and 1 or 2 lines of adhesive on this flap. And now we're going to fold them forward. Okay. Just make sure you get right down into the corners, and then do the same for the other side. Okay. Now you could stop at this point, and this would be a cute little box, but we're going to take it a step further and turn it into a basket. You'll notice you have a side that has triangles and a side that has a rim. We're going to be working on the side that has a rim, has a little bit of an opening. You'll need a 7-inch length of ribbon if you're working with a 6x6 basket. And I'm just going to stick this down in between the 2 cardstock flaps. And I'm going to take my paper piercer, and I'm going to poke a hole kind of in the middle of the rim, middle of the ribbon. Just work my way. Be careful, don't poke yourself. And I'm going to take a brad and pop it in the hole. Open up the little leg pieces here. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same for the other side. Take that ribbon and stick it in between the little rim pieces. And I'm going to pierce it somewhat in the center. Give it a little wiggle. Make sure we don't poke ourselves. And then stick that brad in the hole. And there you go. You have a cute little basket ready to decorate or fill with some candy. I'll just show you what I have done. I have made these cute little baskets here for Easter. I have taken the butterfly from the Flight of the Butterfly and punched it out with a butterfly punch, and I just filled it with a little bit of candy. You can also make these into little boxes. Here I have made a set of nesting boxes. Here's one, a 6x6 in Poppy Parade, and it's just a cute little thing to put your little office supplies or embellishments in. This is an 8x8 in Blushing Bride, a 10x10 in Pear Pizzazz, and this is made with a piece of 12x12 Concord Crush. And they're just darling sitting on your desk or at your office, and they just nest back up, look like little designer boxes, and they're just so cute. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you would like to see more of my tutorials, please visit me at cubiesquest.com. Bye for now.